Hello everybody, Max again. This is Memorial Day, a day we spend remembering the fallen, those men and women who gave their lives to serve our country well, to allow us everything from, loving a milkshake to loving our car to loving our dogs. And today I want to talk about loving our dogs. Don't you think that the canine-obsessed branch of America has an unfair hold on the reality of life? Dogs, I swear to God, health insurance for dogs, pet insurance, accident insurance for dogs, dental braces for dogs, cancer treatment for dogs. For every kid that goes untreated and every dog that goes treated, it just pisses me that much off. I want to get into my scripts today. I even have it written down. I'll look down a lot here. Dr. Levi Goldman, doctor of veterinary medicine, says, and I quote, he says, "There is no more dangerous a house pet than the common Pit Ball Terrier or animals with Pit Bull genes. The genetic propensity toward psychotic break overrides any other influences of either rearing or breeding," end quote. You hear what he said? He just said that you can have a Pit Bull Terrier and love it and squeeze it and play with it, and it never hurts you. You go through 10, 15 years, the dog finally dies, you never had a problem. The problem is, because of the Pit Bull's genetic makeup, because of its breaks in the strand, you were taking a chance. Every day you wake up, you're tossing the dice with that dog. They're dangerous, they have no place in modern society, and today I want to talk about yet another attack, this time in Cocoa, Florida, where two pit bulls attacked, mauled, dragged the woman halfway down the street, and killed her. She eventually died. This is yet another. What the hell is wrong with you people? Why do you have to have a pit bull? Why does it have to be one of the most dangerous house pet you can have, according to Dr. Goldman? Well, I'm here to play a few more strings on my banjo. It's not one string. It's about what you get when you decide to house and coddle a canine assassin. Yeah, pit bulls and their mixes, that's a fact. As sure as the sun rises in the morning, as sure as it sets at night, pit bulls are bred to kill, and no amount of coddling or cuddling can change that. Did you hear me, people? Pit bull, pit fighting, kill, burn, kill, eat babies. Pit bulls are naturally violent. You're not going to get a chimpanzee and train it to be less than naturally violent, or a lion. And by the way, tigers and chimpanzees statistically are safer pets than pit bulls. That should get your attention. Jeez, somebody. Pit bulls are the most deadly pet you could ever have, other than maybe a silverback gorilla on steroids. Unfortunately, we have yet another horrific murder to report. A murder of the jaws of these killers, Pit Bull Terriers. All right, here we go. Young lady, mother of two, name is Jodi Cowan. She took her little dog for a walk. It was a balmy evening. Those Florida evenings, just breeze is soft in the trees. What could be better? What could go wrong? Well, in what must have seemed forever to Jodi Cowan, she was actually attacked for about 10 minutes. It probably seemed forever, as she had parts of her body ripped out of her body, her throat ripped open, her arms being ripped off. You understand? It took about 10 minutes for these, the combined weight of 170 pounds of killing canine machine to decimate this 110-pound woman. Those eternal moments saw a torturous and unimaginably horrific and painful death for Jodi, as she was fatally mauled. She was mauled to bits by two Pit Bull Terriers. Her close friend did everything he could to save her, but you know what? His heroic efforts failed, as one would expect when trying to pry the jaws of a pit bull from its victim, as it bites and it shakes its prey in a manner unique to the breed. For a brief moment, it seemed the dogs had finished. They stopped mauling her and started to walk away. They got about 20 feet, he says, and they suddenly turned and launched themselves at her as she begged for mercy, scratching the ground with one of her arms. What obviously the dog said, "We're not done, let's go back and finish her off." And these sons of bitches, these bitches both, they charged, attacked, and continued to maul and chew her. My God. For a brief moment it seemed there was hope. Then the evil that is within the heart of a Doberman came to life. Jodi Cowan was airlifted to a local hospital where she later succumbed to her injuries and died. Mr. Smith, he's a local who saw shit, said, "It was brutal seeing the same woman that I've loved for 25 to 30 years torn apart, ripped to pieces by two animals was just, I'll never get that image out of my mind," end quote. Locals have been complaining about these dogs for several months, and neither animal control nor the sheriff's office have seemed to be inclined to do a damn thing about it. This time the sheriff had no excuse to put it off. Neighbor Bruce Midkiff handed over high-def security camera footage documenting the entire affair. These hounds from hell now have an irrefutable proof of the terror that they inflict and the horror that they are. According to Midkiff, people who live in the area have been well aware of these dogs and have filed multiple complaints with the Sheriff's Department, Animal Control, cases reporting one or more dogs trapping residents in their cars, growling at the car, saying, "Get out of the car, I'll kill you." I swear to God, I'll just roll down the window and shoot the bastards. Dog jump on my car, threaten me. I roll the window enough to get his paws over, put my gun in his mouth. Goodbye, woofy puppy dog, puppy chow, bye. Jamie, Chris, how can you love your dogs so much as to have two dogs that you know are capable canine killers, capable of murdering anything, anyone, with a takedown factor of 5 to 1, meaning that for every pound that dog weighs, it can take down 5 pounds in an attack. That's right. They're killers on legs. Maybe we need to take a closer look at the Sheriff's Department, along with the owners of these two assassins on 4 legs. Another neighbor, Scott Chase, says he'd contacted authorities on 2 separate occasions to report the dogs and their threatening and violent behavior. He said, and I quote, "I've been afraid to get out of my house on a number of occasions. They, the dogs, just keep getting loose," end quote. So this owner of these dogs is letting them loose all the time. It's a regular thing. And they don't seem to like anybody, except maybe their owner, who knows. Let him care for him, see if they don't tear his ass apart. Here's a semi-climactic situation where both dogs have been taken into custody by animal control. Now here's the shocker, not so much. No charges have yet been brought against the owner. And no decision whether or not to destroy the dogs has yet been made. I swear to God, if they turn these dogs back to the owner and don't file some heavy charges and don't destroy the dogs, I want somebody, please somebody, to drive by those dogs one day, tempt them, and do them. It's what you do with a heartless, mindless murderer. You put him down. If you put down a person, you'll put down a dog. The state of Florida introduced tougher criminal penalties for owners of aggressive dogs back in 2024 after 8-year-old Michael Millett was ripped to bits and murdered. But you know what? It's still a mystery as to how effective the law is because it's almost never enforced, and it's so vaguely written. Who in the hell knows what it means? It's all because a bunch of canine-centric, I swear to God, dog-loving, cynophiliac pricks in government who aren't going to get tough on dogs and their owners. This is a lot worse than fake service dogs. This is murder dogs. I swear to God, I talked to police detective Gail Bird. Here's what that one said. These dogs are like something out of a bad movie. Officers have tried taser, pepper spray, and even beating these dogs with sticks, and none of these things will get a pit bull to let loose of his victim, end quote. I spoke with Circuit Court Judge Stephen Gorton. He says, It seems there's only a slap on the wrist to be had when it comes to holding pit bull owners responsible. Civil court is where the real punishment is meted, and that's usually a token award to cover physical damage and minor punitive awards. He went on to say, it's extremely rare for the owner of a killer pit bull to do any jail time. It takes a truly horrific case, even one of near biblical proportion, for a pit bull owner to do any actual jail time for allowing his or her animal to mangle or murder. End quote. Thank you, Judge Gordon. The judge has seen a number of these cases, and it sickens him every time it comes up. I kind of wish these bastards' mutts would have turned on him and done the same to him, same way they did to this poor woman. Pit bulls need to be eliminated from the face of the earth. There is no use for these animals. They don't fit anywhere into the ecology, anywhere into the food chain. They're uncontrollable apex predators who are given a golden ticket, a free ride, by idiot-ass owners who think they know more than animal behavior specialists, than doctors of veterinary medicine, than police who handle this. No, no, no. I've had my dog for 8 years. I know more than anybody. Shut the hell up. All you do is piss. Sane people, you piss us off. Let's get on with this. You can get personal protection for your home with any breed of dog other than a pit bull. You can get electronic security. You can put up a fence. Get a German Shepherd. You can get better personal company with other breeds. So it's this dangerous canine obsession that America has embraced, which makes me the bad guy. Yeah, a lot of folks are going to tell me, that's the way the dog is raised, it matters. You don't know what you're talking. You're full of shit. Well, it's time we initiated a complete genocide here, right now. We need a final solution. We need to eliminate this breed and all variants from the face of the earth. They're already illegal to own, to possess in any way, in many countries, and even a few states. Not enough. I'm going to close with a quote from animal behavior specialist, Dr. George Tallman, PhD. I quote, "The pit bull breed is genetically flawed. It is flawed to such an extent as to make it absolutely impossible to keep one while maintaining any degree of personal safety. At the very least, they should be kept away from children, the elderly, and the infirm. Pit bulls are apex predators, and it's in their very makeup to hunt, kill, and devour. They are also the only breed of animal, canine, that will play with its food." So what do you want to do? You want to get yourself a Pit Ball Terrier. Yeah, this is the favorite dog for drug lords and gangbangers. Their favorite dog's a Pit Bull, because they know that Pit Bull will do what they want. It won't just kill. It'll wreak incredible damage. And it's macho. I got a Pit Bull with a spiked collar. Oof, don't he look bad? I'll give him a name like Satan or Sinbad. How frickin' original! If you like sitting in the company of drug dealers and gangbangers and morons, get yourself a Pit Bull. But understand, you keep that son of a bitch under control. If I'm within pepper spray range or gunshot range, your dog may not be safe. Does that make me a pit bull? No. Unlike those dogs, I don't experience psychotic breaks. I don't go out there and kill what seems easiest to kill. I'm a human being. I'm a man. I'm a person. No. That dog is not your frickin' pet child. It's not your dog child. It's not your child. It's property. It's a deadly weapon that you keep in your home, that you let loose on the yard. It's a deadly weapon that focuses itself like a missile, boom, like a homing missile, on the elderly, on the infirm, and on the very young. We need to wipe them out. We need to kill every last damn one of them. We need to impose penalties so strict, so severe, that even owning one will cost you your property and your freedom for 10 years. That's what we need. Are we going to get it? No. America loves her dogs. They're our pet children. Well, you know what? Screw you and screw your pet children.